Hey guys, today we are in Troy, New York. To be specific, we are in the Oakwood Cemetery. Why are we in a cemetery, you ask? We're looking for the final resting place of Sam Wilson. Who's Sam Wilson, you might ask? Sam Wilson is well known to all of us as Uncle Sam. Facebook does say that Uncle Sam Day was yesterday. The calendar says it's tomorrow. We're here today just to see if we can locate this spot. I have been in this cemetery several times. I'm not sure if any of you actually know, but this is my passion. I do like to go to the older cemeteries. I love the history, the statuary, the peacefulness. So I do spend a lot of time, unlike other people, in cemeteries. So as many times as I've been here, I have never looked for this particular resting spot. So if you will, let's take a walk and see if we can locate Uncle Sam and find the spot. Here we go. So a little bit of a backstory on Sam Wilson. He was a member of the Confederate Army when he was about 16, 17 years old. His whole job there was to guard the meat. I'm not sure if they still do something like that today, in all honesty, but they used to guard the meat so that the enemies didn't tamper with it, poison it, or harm it in any way, steal it, etc. So that was his whole function. He took care of the cattle, he slaughtered the cattle, butchered them, and then guarded the meat. About 7 months in, war ended. There was a surrender, and he returned back to his home in Massachusetts. Shortly after that, he and his brother Ebenezer came to the Troy area. They migrated here by foot, quite a long ways if you really think about it. And they opened a butcher shop here in Troy, New York. Very famous for their meats and the quality. Sam decided during the War of 1812 to offer his services to the troops. They accepted that. He became their supplier of meat, used to bring the pork and the beef in barrels stamped with a US. They appropriately named him, or affectionately named him, Uncle Sam, though I believe those stamps were for the United States government. Sam Wilson was a resident of Troy the remainder of his days. He died in about 1854, 1855, somewhere in that area. And he was 87 years old at that time, originally buried in a different cemetery here in Troy, and then moved to this particular cemetery here. And this is where he rests today. So let's see how much further we have to go to find Uncle Sam. This is a gorgeous cemetery, by the way, if you are in the Troy area. This is a cemetery that many people love to walk in. The history here is rich. You will certainly be able to walk through, see all kinds of historical grave sites. There is a chapel on the property as well. There's also a humongous cathedral. The cathedral does have bathrooms for you if you do want to spend a little time here and then need to use the facilities. They are there for you. You can also go in and take a look at the cathedral. It is gorgeous. If you are here, I would certainly recommend that. It is a must-see if you are here. And when we go out, I will actually give you a look at this. The bell tower is humongous, and there's a surprise on the top. that I was not aware of. I've looked at it a few times, never really studied it, but did make a little discovery the other day, and I'll let you in on that a little later on. So it looks like here we are. Of course, this is the National Registry. So the New York State organization, Uncle Sam Gravesite, Daughters of the American Revolution, September of 2012 is when they put this marker here. And if we take a left and go over here, here we are. These were the original stones in the other location, brought here, of course, and I did make a mistake. It looks like 88 years old for Sam. I thought that he was 87, but wasn't quite sure. And over here, Betsy, his wife. Beautiful memorial plaque here. U.S. in loving memory of Uncle Sam. The name originating with Sam Wilson, 1766 to 1854, during the War of 1812, and since adopted by the United States. So the United States did adopt the persona of Uncle Sam in 1961. Senate and House of Representatives did make that the official symbol of the United States. If we go around to the back, there are some nice benches here that have been donated by folks in honor of Uncle Sam. This one as well has some inscription on it in memory of the man who symbolizes the American spirit, dedicated by the New York State Daughters of the American Revolution. This one over here just says in honor of Uncle Sam. And appropriately, he is lying at the base of the American flag. So there you have it. The final resting spot of Sam Wilson, appropriately known as Uncle Sam. Same plaque on the back side of this monument. Coming back around to the front, give you another view a little bit. Sam Wilson. Uncle Sam. As promised, here is a little snippet of the beautiful cathedral that's on the grounds of this Oakwood Cemetery in Troy, New York. Absolutely gorgeous architecture. Beautiful bell tower. And as we get closer, this is the hidden gem. I'm gonna go in a little bit on that. There's a winged gargoyle at the top. Been here a million times, never noticed it. Noticed it the other day and went, wow. I'm not very observant. So this is the cathedral. They do still have services here. I'm not exactly sure the hours of those, and I believe they are probably on a special occasion. You can probably look that up on their website a little later on if you choose to, or if it's of any interest. These arches are spectacular, and this video does not do this justice. You have to see this in person. Absolutely beautiful. There's also a crematorium on this site. In the back of the chapel. If we go up the stairs, beautiful view, probably in the day. Not so much today, because there is quite an obstruction of bushes and trees and whatnot. But if I raise my camera up a little bit, you can see the city of Troy down there. And I believe farther out, that is Schenectady. across the river. So again, not everybody into this kind of thing. I did want to share a little bit of it with you because it is something that I enjoy. Other folks as well. I do talk to a lot of people that are utilizing the cemetery for some walking and, you know, exercise and a history lesson here or there to go ahead and take a look at the graves and see what's there and get some backstory. And there seem to be a lot of people like me that enjoy this. So if you're one of them, this is actually a must-do for you if you're in this area, to try to do some exploring. I mean, urban exploring, that's what it's all about. You only go around once, right? If you want to see it, now's the time. So that being said, thanks for joining me today. I certainly do appreciate it. If you like this video and want to see more like it, certainly subscribe. You will get notification of every video that I put up. Hit the like button. That does help keep my channel going. And hit the notification so that every time I put up a new video, you're notified. And you can go in there and take a look at it. Also check out my Etsy shop where I do take some photographs of some of my explorations. You can go in there and take a look at those and purchase those if you like. They are pretty reasonably priced, and that would also support this channel as well. So again, thank you so much. Until next time,